I find in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He is very near. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort, and none of name.
A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part, and equally admired by Don Pedro. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age. By doing so, the lamb fixed the figure of a lion. He hath better expectations than you must expect of me to tell you how.
He hath an uncle here in Messina will be very much glad of it.
I have already delivered the letters, and there appears so much joy in him. So much joy they cannot show himself modest enough beyond a badge of bitterness.
Did he break out into tears?
In great measure.
A kind overflow of kindness. There are no faces truer than those that are so washed. How much better it is to weep at joy than to joy at weeping.
Pray you, sir, is Signor Mounttanto returned from these wars, or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There was none such in the army of any sort.
What is he that you ask for, niece?
My cousin means Signor Benedict of Padua.
Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as ever as he was.
Pray, sir, tell me, how many hath he killed in these wars? For indeed I vowed to eat all of his killings.
Faith, niece, you tax Signor Benedict too much. But he'll be meat with you, I doubt it not.
He have done good service in these wars, lady.
You had musty victual, and he hath hopped to eat it. He is a valiant trencherman. He has an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady, but what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffing all out of virtues.
Indeed, he is no less than a stuffed man. But as for stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There is a kind of merry war between Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off. Now is the whole man governed with 1. But tell me, who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
Is it possible?
Very easily possible. He wears his faith as the fashion of his hat. Never changes the next block.
Oh, I see, lady. The gentleman is not in your books.
No. And if he were, I would burn my study. But pray, tell me, who is his companion? Is there no young square that would take a journey to the devil with him now?
He is in the hands of the most noble right Claudio.
Oh, Lord! He will hang upon him like a disease. He is swifter caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio. If he had caught the Benedict, it'll cost £1,000 ere it be cured.
I shall hold friends with you, lady.
Do good friend.
You will never run mad, niece.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro is approached.
Good, Signor Leonato. Have you come to meet your trouble? The fashion of the word is to avoid costing you encountering.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace. For, trouble being gone, comfort should remain. But when you depart from me, sorrow abides and happiness takes his leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this be your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedict, no, for then were you a child.
You have it full, Benedict. We can tell by this what you are being. A man. Truly, the lady fathers herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonato be her father, she would not wear his head on her shoulders for all Messina, as like him as she is.
Pray, sir, I wonder that you still be talking. Nobody marks you.
courtesy a turncoat, but it is certain I am loved of all ladies. Only you excepted. And I would I could look in my heart and find I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A great happiness to women! They would else be bothered with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood that I'm of your humor for that. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
Oh God, keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall scape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, for such a face as yours were.
Well, you are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue's better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse at the speed of your tongue, but keep in your way. In God's name, I have done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know you of old.
Signor Benedict, Signor Claudio, my dear friend Leonardo hath invited you all, and I tell him we shall stay here the least a month, and he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If you swear, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. Let me bid you welcome, be reconciled to the prince, your mother. I owe you all duty.
I thank you. Not as many words, but I thank you.
Please, if your grace lead on.
Your hand, Leonardo. We will go together.
Benedict, didst thou note the daughter of Signor Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me as an honest man should do for my simple, true judgment? Or would you have me speak after my own custom, as being a professed tyrant to their sex?
No, I pray thee. Speak in sober judgment.
Why, i' faith, methinks she's too low for a high praise and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation I can give her. Were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. But being no other but as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport? No, I pray thee, tell me truly how thou likest her.
Would you buy her that you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Oh, yea, and a case to put it into. But speak you this with a sad brow, or do you play the flouting jack?
In mine eyes, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. There were her cousin, and she were not possessed with a fury, exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But you have no intent to turn husband, I hope.
Oh, I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary, if Hero would be my wife.
Ah! Is it come to this? Hath not the world one man, but he will wear his cap with suspicion. Shall I never see a bachelor of 60 again? Go to, if faith, and thou will needs thrust thy neck into a yoke. But, here comes Don Pedro, returned to seek you.
What secret have held you here that you follow not to Leonardo's?
I would your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
Ha! You hear, Claudio, I can be as secret as a dumb man, but on my allegiance, mark you, on my allegiance, he is in love. With who? Now that being your grace's part, mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
If this were so it were uttered.
Amen, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thoughts.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my 2 troths and faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy of such, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it, at the stake.
Thou was ever an obstinate heretic in the spite of beauty.
And never could maintain his part, but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But that I should have a recheat winded into my forehead, all women shall pardon me. Since I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any, I will do myself the right to trust none. And the fine being, for the which I may go the finer, I shall live a bachelor.
No. I shall see the ere I die look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, with hunger, my lord, never with love. Prove that ever I lose more blood to love than I can regain with drinking. Pick out mine eyes with a ballad maker's pen, and hang me above the door of a brothel house as the sign of blind Cupid.
Yea, well, as time shall try, the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedict bear them, pluck off the bull's horns and set them into my forehead, and let me be vilely painted, and in such bold words as they write, here is good horse for hire. Let them signify under my sign. Here you may see Benedict, the married man.
If this should ever happen, thou wouldst be horn mad.
Well, as you shall temporize with the hours, in the meantime, good Signor Benedict, repair me to Leonardo's, commend me to him. Tell him that I will not fail him at supper, for he hath made a great preparation.
And so, I leave you.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach. Teach it but how?
Hath Leonardo any son, my lord?
No other child. Heroes is only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudia?
Oh, my lord. When you went onward on this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye, that liked, but had a rougher task at hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now I am returned, and those war thoughts have left their places vacant, and in their rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me to say how fair young hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
Thou will be like a lover presently, entire the hero with the book of words. If thou dost love, fair hero, cherish it. And with her father and her will I break in. The conclusion is she shall be thine. Was it not to this end they began to twist so fine her story?
How sweetly you do minister to love. But lest my liking to sudden seem, I would have salved it with a longer treatise.
One need the bridge much broader than the flood. I know we will have reveling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise and tell fair hero that I am Claudio. In her bosom will I unclasp my heart and take her hearing prisoner with a strong encounter of my amorous tale. And the conclusion is she shall be mine.
How now, sister? Where is my cousin, your son? Hath he provided this music?
He has been very busy about it, but, brother, I can tell you of strange news you yet not dreamt of.
Are they good?
They show well outward. The prince and Claudio were walking through a thick pleached valley in mine orchard, and then were much thus overheard by a man by mine. The prince discovered to Claudio that he loved my niece, your daughter, and meant to acknowledge it with her this night in a dance. And, if he found her accordant, meant to break with you instantly of it.
The fellow any wit that told you this?
A good sharp fellow. I was sent for him, and you questioned him yourself.
No, we shall hold it as a dream till it appear itself. But I will acquaint my daughter withal, that she may be the better prepared for an answer, if peradventure this be true.
What the good, dear my lord? Why are you thus out of measure sad?
There is no measure for the occasion. Therefore, this sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I've heard it, what blessing brings it?
If not a present remedy, at least a patient sufferance.
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause and smile at no man's jest. Eat when I have stomach and wait on no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy and tend on no man's business. And laugh when I am merry and claw no man in his humor.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this, so you may do it without controlment. You have, as of late, stood out against your brother, and he hath ta'en you newly into his grace, where it is impossible you should take true root, but by the fair weather that you make yourself. It is needful that you bring the season for your own harvest.
I'd rather be a canker in the hedge than a rose in this grace, and it better fit my blood to be disdained by them all than to fashion the carrots to rob blood from any. In that, though, it must be said, I'm not a flattering, honest man, for it cannot be denied, but I am a plain-dealing villain. I am entrusted with a muzzle and enfranchised with a claw. Therefore, I cannot sing in my cage. If I had my mouth, I'd bite it. If I had my liberty, I'd do my liking. But therefore, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make all the use of it, for I use it only. Who goes there? What news brought you?
I came yonder from a great supper. The prince your brother is royally entertained by Leonardo, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve as a model to build mischief upon? What is he for a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Mary, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio?
Even he.
And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, it is one Hero, daughter and heir of Leonardo.
A very forward march chick. And how come you to this?
Being entertained for a perfumer as I was smoking amongst the room, comes me, the prince and Claudio, hand in hand in sad conference. With me behind the arras, and there heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and then, having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
Come thither. This may prove food to my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory to my overthrow, and if I can cross him in any way, I bless myself in every way. You two are both sure in this and will assist me?
To the death, my lord.
Then come, let us to the great banquet. The cheers the greater that I am subdued. Oh, were the cook were of my mind. Shall we go?
We'll wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I am heartburn an hour after.
He's of a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent man that were partway between him and Sir Benedict. The first is too much like an image and says nothing. The second, too much like my lady's eldest son, nevermore tattling.
Then have Signor Benedict's tongue in Count John's mouth, and have Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedict's face.
And a good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse. Such a man could get any woman in the world, if I could get her in goodwill.
By my troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
In faith, she's too cursed.
Too
condescending that way, for it is said, God sends a cursed cow short horns. But to a cow too cursed, he shall send none.
So, by being too cursed, God will send you no horns?
Just, if he sends me no husband, the which blessing I'm apt upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I cannot endure a husband with a beard on his face. I'd rather lie in the woolen.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
What would I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man, and he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore, I will take 6 pence in earnest of the bear ward and lead his apes into hell.
Well, then, go you into hell?
No, but to the gates, and there will the devil meet me like an old cuckold with horns on his head and say, Get you to heaven, Beatrice, get you to heaven. Here is no place for you, maids. And so I deliver up my apes and away to St. Peter's to the heavens. He will show me where the bachelors sit, and there we'll stay, as merry as the day is long.
Well, niece, I trust you will be ruled by your father.
In faith, it is my cousin's duty to make curtsy and say, Father, as it pleases you. But yet for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or else make curtsy and say, Father, as it pleases me.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make man of some other material than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overcome by a piece of valiant dust? No, uncle, I'll none. In faith, Adam's sons are my brethren, and truly I hold it a sin to match in my kindred.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin, if you be not wooed in good time. If the prince be too important, tell him there is a measure in everything, and so dance out the answer. For hear me, cousin hero, wooing, wedding, and repenting are as a Scotch jig, a measure, and a syncopace. The first suit is hot and hasty as a Scotch jig, and full as fantastical. The second, mannerly, modest as a measure, and full of state and ancientry. Then comes repenting, and he with his bad leg falls into the syncopace, faster and faster till he sink into his grave.
Cousin, you apprehend passing shrewdly.
I have a good eye, uncle. I can see a church by daylight.
The revelers are entering, sister. Make good room.
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
You walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I am yours for the walk, and especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please.
It would please you to say so.
When I like your favor. For God defend the lute should be like the case.
Speak low, if you speak love.
I would you did like me.
So not I for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities.
Which is one?
I say my prayers aloud.
The better the hearers may cry.
God, bless me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God, keep him out of my sight when the dance is done.
Quick answer.
I know you well enough. You are Signor Antonia.
What a word I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit her.
You can never do herself ill well unless you were the very woman. Here's her dry hand. Up and down. You are she.
What a word I am not.
Do you think I do not know you by your excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself? Come to mum. You are she. You are she. Graces will appear and there's an end.
Will you not tell me who you are? Not now. And will you not tell me who told you so? No, you must, pardon me. Well, that I was disdainful and that I had my good wit out of 100 merry tales, why, this was Signor Benedict who said so. What's he? Oh, I'm sure you know of him.
Oh, not I. Believe me.
Has he never made you laugh? I pray you, what is he? He is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and the commendation is not in his wit, but his villainy. For he both pleases men and angers them. And they laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he is in this fleet. I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I shall tell him what you say.
Do. He'll then but break a comparison or two on me, and then when peradventure not marked or laughed at, strikes him into melancholy. And then as a partridge wing saved, for the fool will eat no supper that night. We must follow the leaders.
Oh, in every good thing.
Nay, if they lead to any ill, we will beat them at the next turning.
Surely my brother is enamored on hero and hath withdrawn for father to break with him about it. The ladies follow hereafter, yet one visor remains.
That is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you, Senor Benedict?
You know me well.
Senor! You know, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on hero. I pray you dissuade him for her, for she is no equal of his birth. You do the part of a good man.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affections.
So did I, too. He swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the great banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedict, but hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so. The prince sues for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the offices and affairs of love. Let every eye negotiate for itself, and trust no agent. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio,
Yea, the same.
in what fashion shall you wear the garland of? About your neck like a usurer's chain, or under your arm like a lieutenant's scarf? You must wear it some way, for the prince have got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
But did you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you, leave me.
Oh, now you strike like the blind man. 'Twas the boy who stole your meat, and now you'll beat the post.
It will not be. I'll lead you.
Alas, poor hurt fowl. Now will he creep in the sedges. Oh. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. The prince's fool? Ha! It may be I go under this title because I am married. Nay, but I am not so ill reputed. It is the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person and so puts me out. Well, I'll be revenged on it as I may.
Why now, senor? Where's the count?
Troth, my lord, I found him here, as melancholy as a lodge in a warren. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had got the goodwill of this young lady, and I offered in my company, either to make him up a garland, as being forsaken, or to bind him up a rod, as being worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped. What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, being overjoyed at finding a bird's nest, shows it his companion, and he steals it.
Wilt thou make a trust a transgression? The transgression is in the stealing.
Yet 'twill not go amiss the rod had been made, and the garland too, for the garland he might have worn himself, and the rod he would have bestowed upon you, who, as I take it, have stolen his, bird's nest.
I will but teach them to sing and restore them back to the owner.
If their singing answer your saying, by my troth, you speak honestly.
The Lady Beatrice have a quarrel with you. The man she danced with tonight told her that she is very much wronged by you.
Oh! She misused me past the endurance of a block! And oh, but with one green leaf upon it would have answered her. She told me, not thinking that I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. That I was duller than a great thaw, huddling jest upon jest with such impossible commands that I stood like a man at a mark with a whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there were no living near her. She would infect to the North Star. I would not marry her, though she were endowed to all that Adam had left him before he transgressed. Oh, come, talk not of her. I would to God some scholar would conjure her up, for truly, while she is here, a man may live as quiet in hell as in a sanctuary, and people sin upon purpose to go thither. So indeed, all disquiet, horror, and perturbation follows her.
Look, here she comes.
Would your grace command me any embassage to the world's end? I will go now on the slightest errand to the antipodes that you can devise to send me on. I would fetch you a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia. Have you any service to the pygmies rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy? You have no employment for me.
None. But to desire your good company.
Oh, God, my lord. Here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Senor Benedict.
Indeed. He lent it me a while, and I gave him good use for it. A double heart for a single one. Married once before he won it of me with false dice. Your grace. Therefore, you may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not he should do me, your grace, lest I prove the mother of fools. But I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, I am not, Count. Wherefore art thou sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then, sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but, civil, Count. Civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
In faith, lady, I think your blazon be true, but if he is, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is one, and with her and her father have I broken his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I would be but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself for you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, 'tis your cue. Or, if you cannot, then stop his mouth with a kiss and let him not speak neither.
Faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
I think it. Poor fool that keeps on the windy side of care. She tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
So she doth, cousin.
Good Lord for alliance. And thus goes everyone into the world, but I. And I am sunburned. I may sit in a corner and cry, hey ho for a husband.
In faith, Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
husbands, if a maid could come by them.
Well, would thou have me, lady?
No. Lest I may have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But, pardon me, I was born to speak all mirth and no matter. Cousins, God give you joy.
By my troth, a pleasant and spirited lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her, my lord. She is never sad but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then. For my daughter hath many times told me she'll dream of unhappiness and wake herself with laughing.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all of her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, Lord, my lord, if they were but a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
Come, County Claudio, when mean you go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on crutches to love have all that's right.
Not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence a just 7 nights and a time too brief to have all things answer my mind.
Come, you shake your head at so long a breathing, but I warn thee, Claudio, the time will not go dourly by us. I will in turn undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to fashion and bring Signor Benedict and Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. I doubt not to fashion it, and I would fain have it amount. If you three will minister such assistance, I will give thee direction.
My lord, I am for you, though it cost me 10 nights' watchings.
Then die, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin do a good husband.
Yes! And Benedict is not the unhopefulest husband I know. Thus far, I can praise him. He is of approved valor, confirming honesty, and honorable wit. I will teach you how to humor your cousin, thus she shall fall in love with Benedict. And I, with your two helps, will practice on Benedict that in despite of his quick wit and queasy stomach, he too shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift.
It is so. The Count Claudio should marry the daughter of Leonardo.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be medicinable to me. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I believe I told your lordship a year since how much I am in the favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to Hero.
I remember.
And I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, appoint her to look out at her lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to temper. Go you to the prince your brother, spare not in telling him that he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio, whose estimation you do mightily hold up to a contaminated stale, such a one as Hero.
And what proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, and kill Leonardo. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them, I will endeavor anything.
Go then, find me a meet hour to draw Don Pedro and the Count Claudio alone. Tell them that you know that Hero loves me, and tend a kind of zeal both to the prince and Claudio, for in love of your brother's honor, who hath made this match, and his friend's reputation, who is thus likely to be cozened with the semblance of a maid, that you have discovered thus. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them instances, which shall bear no less likelihood than to see me at her chamber window. Here, me, call Margaret Hero. Here, Margaret, term me Claudio, and bring them into the orchard to see this the very night before the intended wedding. For in the meantime I will so fashion the matter that Hero shall be absent, and there will appear such seeming truth of Hero's disloyalty that jealousy shall be called assurance.
Grow this way as virtuously we can, and I'll put it in practice. Be cunning in the working of this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
Oh, be you constant in the accusation, and my cunning shall not shame me.
I will personally go learn their day of marriage.
Boy,
Signor?
in my chamber window lies a book. Fetch it and bring it hither to me in the orchard.
But we are already here.
I know that, but I would have thee hence and here again. I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the subject of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when he would have walked 10 miles a foot to see a good armor, and now will he lie awake 10 nights carving out the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose like an honest man and a soldier, and now is he turned orthography. His words are a very fantastical banquet, just so many strange delicacies. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? Cannot tell. I think not. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another is virtuous, yet I am well. Another is wise, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not near me. And noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of what color it please God. Here comes the prince and Monsieur Love. I will hide me in the arbor.
How still the evening is, as if hushed on purpose to grace harmony.
See you where Benedict hath hid himself.
Oh, very well, my lord.
Come, Balthazar, we'll hear that song again.
Tax not such a bad voice to slander music any more than once, sir.
Nay, it is still the witness of excellency to put a strange face on one's own perfection. I pray thee, sing and let me woo no more.
Since you speak of wooing, I will sing. Since many a wooer doth commence his suits to one he deems unworthy, yet he swears he will love.
Nay, I pray thee sing, or if thou will hold longer argument, do so in notes.
Note this. There's not a note of mine worth the noting.
Notes, forsooth, and nothing.
Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. Men are deceivers ever. 1 foot in sea and 1 on shore, or 1 thing constant never. But sigh not so, and let them go to be your wife and bond, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny. Sing no more ditty, sing no more. A place so dull and heavy. The fraud of men wherever source and slumber was heavy. But sigh not so, and let them go to be your wife and bond, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny.
Ah! My, drop the good song.
An ill singer, my lord.
Nay. Thou singest well enough for a ship.
If he had been a dog that would have howled thus, they would have hanged him. And I pray to God his bad voice bode no mischief. I as lief have heard that night raven come what plagues would have followed after it.
Yea, Mary does not hear about the Czar. I pray thee, get us some excellent music. We'll have it for tomorrow night at the Lady Hero's chamber window.
The best I can do, my lord.
Do so. Farewell. Leonardo, what was it you told me of today? That your niece, Beatrice, was in love with Senor Benedict.
Ooh, Stalk on, the foul sits. I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, sir, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedict, whom she hath in all outward behavior seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
I know not what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. It is past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth, but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh, God, counterfeit? There was never counterfeit of passion came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Make the hook well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? She will sit you. You heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed.
How? I pray you, you amaze me. I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
So had I, especially against Benedict.
I should think this a gull, but that the white-bearded fellow speaks it. Knavery cannot surely hide himself in such reverence.
You have taken the infection well. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affections known to Benedict?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
'Tis true. So your daughter says, shall I, says she, that have so oft encountered him with scorn, write to him that I love.
This, says she when she is beginning to write to him, for she'll be up 20 times a night, sitting in her smock, till she hath writ a sheet of paper.
Now, you talk of a sheet of paper. I remember a pretty little jest your daughter told us of.
Oh, what? When she had writ it and was reading it over, she found Benedict and Beatrice between the sheets.
That?
She tore it into 1,000 halfpence and railed at herself that she should be so immodest to write to someone who would surely flout her. I measure him, says she, by my own spirit, for I should flout him if he writes to me. Yea, though I love him, I shall.
Down upon her knees, she cries, sobs, wails, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays. Oh, sweet Benedict, God, give me patience.
Very true.
were good that Benedict knew of it by some other if she were not discovered.
To what end? He would make but a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
If he should, it were an arms to hang him. She's an excellent, sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she is exceedingly wise.
In everything, except loving Benedict.
Oh, Lord, my Lord, wisdom and blood combating in so tender a body. We have 10 proofs to 1 that blood hath the victory. I do feel sorry for her, as I have just cause, being her uncle and her guardian.
I would she have bestowed this dotage on me. I would have doffed all other respects and made a half myself. I pray you, tell Benedict of her love and hear what he will say.
Were it good, thank you.
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she says she will die if you love her not, and she will die ere she make her love known, and she will die if you woo her, rather than she bate one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She done well. For the man, as you all know, it's very possible that he'll scorn it, for he hath the contemptible spirit.
He is a very proper man.
He indeed hath a good outward happiness.
Before God, and in my mind, very wise.
He doth show some sparks that are like wit.
And I take him to be valiant.
As Hector, I assure you. Shall we go seek Benedict and tell him of her love?
Never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, we'll hear further of it by your daughter. I love Benedict exceedingly well and would wish that he would modestly examine himself to see how he is so unworthy to so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If he do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
Let this be the same net spread that your daughter and her gentlewoman must carry. The sport will be when they hold one in opinion of another's dotage. That will be the scene I would like to see. Let us send her to bid him into dinner.
This can be no trick! The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero.
They seem to pity the lady.
Seems her affections have their full bent. Love me. Why, it must be requited! I hear how I am censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I view the love come from this lady. They say, too, that she would rather die than show any outward signs of affection. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that can hear their detractions and put them to mending. Oh, they say the lady is fair. 'Tis true. I can bear them witness. And virtuous, 'tis true. I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me. Nay, but it is no, she's no fool. I may face some quips and remnants of wit because I've railed against marriage for so long, but doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his old age. Shall these quirks and sentences and remnants of wit awe a man from the career of his humor? No! The world must be peopled! And when I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I would live till I were married. But here comes Beatrice. Oh boy, this day she's a fair lady. Oh. I do mark some signs of love in her.
Against my bid you come in to dinner.
There, Beatrice! Thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in this message.
Hey! Just so much as one may take upon a knife's point and choke a dog withal. You have no, stomach, senor. Fare you well.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me. That's as much as to say, any pains that I endure for you is as easy as thanks. If I do not pity her, I am the villain.
Good Margaret, run thee to the parlor. There shalt thou find my cousin proposing with the Prince and Claudia. Whisper her ear and tell her I and Ursula walk in the orchard. Our whole discourse is all over her. Say that thou overheardst us, and bid her steal into the pleached bower, where honeysuckles, ripened by the sun, forbid the sun to enter. There shall she hide her to listen our propose. This is thy office. Bear thee well in it and leave us alone.
I'll make her come, I warrant you, presently.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, as we do trace this alley up and down, our talk must only be of Benedict. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter is little Cupid's crafty arrow made, which only wounds by hearsay. Now, begin. For look where Beatrice, like a lapwing, runs close by the ground to hear our conference.
The pleasantest angling is to see the fish, cut with her golden oars, silver streaming, greedily devour the treacherous bait. So angle we for Beatrice, who even now is couched in the woodbine coverture. Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then go we near her, that her ear lose nothing of the false sweet faith that we lay for it. No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince, and my new betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they love Benedict, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so, lady? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortune of bed as Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as he yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn right sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on, and her wit values itself so highly that to her all matters else seem weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape, nor project of affection. She is so self-endearing.
Sure, I think so. Therefore, certainly it were not good she knew of his love, lest she'll make sport of it.
Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man how wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured. But she would spell him backward. If fair-faced, she would swear the gentleman should be her sister. If black-white nature drawing of an antic made a foul blot. If tall, a lance, ill-headed. If low and agate, very vilely cut. If speaking, why, a vein blown with all winds. If silent, why, a block moving with none. So turns she every man the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue that which simpleness and merit purchaseth.
Sure. Such carping is not commendable.
No, not to be so odd from all fashions as Beatrice's cannot be commendable. Who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. She would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Fair Therefore, let Benedict, like covered fire, consume away in sighs, waste inwardly. It were a better death than die with moths, which is as bad as to die with tickling.
Yet tell her of it, madam. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I shall go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passions. And truly I'll devise some honest slanders for him to stain my cousin. One does not know how much an ill word may poison like it.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, to refuse such a rare gentleman as Signor Benedict.
He is the only man of Italy, always excepted my dear Claudia.
I pray you be not angry with me, madam. Speaking to my fancy, Signor Benedict, for shape, forbearing, argument, and valor goes foremost in report through Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it ere he had it. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day. Tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires and have thy counsel, which is the best to furnish me with tomorrow.
She's alarmed, I warn you. We have caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by haps. Some Cupid kills with arrows, and some with traps.
What fire is this in my ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the backs of such, and Benedict, love on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness will incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band.
I do but stay to your marriage be consummated, and then go I toward Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be a great soil in the new gloss of your marriage, as to show a child his new coat and forbid him to wear it. I will be bold with Benedict only for his company, for from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth. He hath twice or thrice cut Cupid's bowstring, the little hangman dare not shoot at him again. He hath the heart as sound as a bell, and his tongue is the clapper for what his heart thinks his tongue speaks.
Gallants, I am not as I have been.
So say I. Methinks you are sadder?
I hope you be in love.
Oh, hang him, truant! There is no true drop of blood in him to be touched by love. If he be sad, he wants money.
Have the toothache.
Draw it.
Hang it! You must hang it first, then draw it afterwards.
What sigh for the toothache?
Where is but a humor or a worm?
Well, any man can master a grief, but he that has it.
Yet say I, he is in lead.
There is no appearance of fancy in him.
If he be not in love with some woman, there is no believing old signs. He brushes his hat and loinings. How should that bode?
Hath any man seen him at the barber's?
No! But the barber's man hath been seen with him, and the old ornament of his cheek hath already stuffed tennis balls.
Indeed, he looks younger than he did by the loss of a beard.
Nay, and rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that?
That's as much as to say the sweet youth's in love.
The greatest note of it is his melancholy.
And when was he wont to wash his face?
Yea, or to paint himself, for the which I hear what they say of him.
Nay, but his jesting spirit, which is now crept into a lute string and governed by stops.
True, that's a heavy tale for him. Conclude, he is in love.
Nay, for I know who loves him.
That I would know too. I warrant thee, one who knows him not.
Yes, and his ill conditions, and in despite of all, dies for him.
Yet is this no charm for the toothache. Oh, senor, walk aside with me. I've studied 8 or 9 wise words that I wish to speak to you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
By my life to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis true indeed. Hero and Margaret hath by this played their parts with Beatrice, so that the two bears will not bite one another when they meet.
Yes.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Brother.
If your least will serve, don't speak with you.
In private?
If it please you, yet Count Claudio may hear from what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you now. Let that appear hereafter, and ain't better at me by that I would now manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and in dearness of heart hath hoped to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely suits ill and labor ill bestowed.
Why, what's the matter?
I come hither to tell you circumstances shortened, for it's been far too long a talking of the lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she, Leonardo's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal?
The word is too good to pan out her wickedness. I could say she a worse, thinking you a worse title, and I will fit her to it. Wonder not to further warned. Go both with me tonight to see her chamber window entered even the night before her wedding day. If thou art to love her hereafter, then tomorrow wed her. But it will better suit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so?
I will not think it.
If you cannot trust what you think, confess not what you know. If you'll follow me, I will show you more than enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight, why I should not wed her, then there in the congregation where I should wed, I will shame her.
And as I have wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no further till you are my witnesses. Bear coldly till midnight, let the issue show itself.
Oh, day untoward return.
Oh, mischief strangely thwarted.
Oh, plague right well prevented. So you will say we have seen the sequel.
Are you good men and true? Yea, or else it were a pity that they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Yea, for that be a punishment too good if they should have any allegiance in them for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
Right, and who think you the most desertless man to be constable?
You okay, sir?
But,
Or George Seacolt, where you can write and read.
come hither, neighbor Seacolt. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is a gift of good fortune, but to read and write,
That comes by nature.
Both Witchmaster Constable.
You have. I knew it would be your answer. But for your part, why give God thanks and make no boast of it? And for your reading and writing, let that appear when there is no need of such vanity. You are thought to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch. Therefore bear you the lamp. This is your charge. You are to rid all vagrant men and bid those that stand in the prince's name.
What if he will not stand, though?
Why, then take no note of him and let him go. Presently call the rest of the watch together. And thank God you are rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, then he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, but they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. And they are to make no noise in the street. For the watch to babble and talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We would rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like a quiet, most ancient watchman. For I shall not see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your bills be not stolen, and call the alehouse and bid those that are drunk to get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why, then let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not the better answer, you may say they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him of your office to be no true man. And such kind of men, the less you meddle and make with them, the more for your honesty.
If we know them to be a thief, shall we not lay our hands on them?
Truly, by your office you may. But the most peaceable way to take a thief is let him show himself and steal out of your company.
You have always been called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse be asleep?
Why then depart in peace, and let the crying wake her. For the ewe that will not hear its lamb when it baas, and will not hear its calf when it bleeds. 'Tis very true. This is the end of your charge. You are to watch over the prince's own person. And if you meet the prince, you may stay him.
By Our Lady, I think they cannot.
5 shillings to 1 for any man that knows the statutes. You may stay him, but not without the prince be willing. For the watch ought not to offend and hold a man against his will.
By Our Lady, I think it be so.
Good night. If there be a matter of way chances, call up me. Keep your fellow counsels close, and yourselves. Come, neighbor.
Well, we hear our charge. Let us sit upon the church bench till 2 and then all to bed.
1 word more, sir. I pray you watch upon Signor Leonardo's door. For the wedding be tomorrow, and there be a great coil tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant. I beseech you.
Conrad!
Peace! Stir not!
Conrad, I say!
Spearman, I'm at thy elbow.
Mass, and my elbow itched. I thought there would a scab follow.
I will owe thee an answer for that. And now, forward with thy tale.
Stand thee close then, and I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee.
Some treason, Master Zip. Stand close.
Therefore know that I have tonight earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
Thou shouldst rather ask if any villainy shall be so rich, for when rich villains have need of poor ones may make what price they will.
I wonder at it.
That shows thou art unconfirmed. Thou shouldst know the fashion of a hat, or doublet, or cape is nothing to a man.
Yes, it is apparel.
I mean the fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Tasha may as well say the fool's the fool. But seest thou not what a deformed thief this fashion is?
I know that deformed. He's been a vile thief this 7 year. He's been up and down like a gentleman. I know his name.
Didst thou not hear somebody?
No, 'twas the vein on the house.
But seest thou not, I say, what a deformed thief this fashion is? How giddily he turns about all the hot bloods between 14 and 5 and 30, sometimes fashioning them like Pharaoh's soldiers in the Ricci painting, or God-bells priests in the old church window, or sometimes like the shaven Hercules in the smirched worming tapestry, where his cod piece seems as massy as his glove.
All this I see, and I see that the fashion wears out more apparel than the man. But art not thou thyself giddy with the fashion too, that thou hast shifted out of thy tale into telling me of the fashion?
Not so neither. Therefore know that I have tonight wooed Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to Hero, under the name of Hero. She leans me out at her mistress's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night, and I tell the still vilely. Thou shouldst first know how the Prince and Claudio and Don John, all planted, placed, and possessed by Don John, did see afar off in the orchard this amiable encounter.
And thought they Margaret was Hero?
2 of them did. But the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret, and partially by his oaths, which first possessed them, partially by the dark night, which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, which did confirm a slander that Don John had made. Away went Claudio, enraged. He swore he'll meet her the next morning at the temple as he was appointed, and there, in front of the whole congregation, shame her and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name. Stand!
Call forth the right masters. We will cry the most dangerous piece of lechery in all the Commonwealth.
And that deformed is one of them. I know him.
Masters, masters,
You'll be brought forth deformed, I warrant you.
masters.
Never speak. Let us obey you to go with us.
We're like to prove a goodly commodity being taken up of these men's bills.
A commodity in question, I warn you. Come, we'll obey you.
Good Ursula, with my cousin Beatrice, and desire her to rise.
I will, lady.
And her name was there?
Well,
Troth, I think your other ribbon were better.
No, pray thee, good knight. I'll wear this one.
But my troth not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
I like the new tire within excellently, and your gown's a most rare fashion and fade. I saw the Duchess of Milan's gown and think praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
By my troth, a nightgown in respect of yours. Cuts of gold, cuts laced with silver, set with pearls, down sleeves, side sleeves, underbow with the bluish tinsel. But for a fine, quaint, excellent, and graceful fashion, yours is worth 10 on it.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee! Art not ashamed?
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not a beggar honorable without marriage? Is not your lord honorable without marriage? I think you have me say, saving your reverence, a husband. And bad thinking do not wretch you speaking, I'll offend nobody. Is there any harm in saying the heavier for a husband? None, I think, for it be the right husband and the right wife. 'Tis be light and not heavy. Ask my lady Beatrice, else here she comes.
Good morrow, coz.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now? Do you speak in the sick tune?
I am out of all the tunes, methinks.
Claps in the light of love, which goes without a burden. Do you sing it and I'll dance it?
Yea, light love with your heels. Then, if your husband have stables enough, you will see he shall lack no barn.
Oh, illegitimate construction. I scorn that with my heels.
It is almost 5 o'clock. 'Tis time you are ready. By my troth, I am exceedingly ill. Hey ho.
For a hawk, a horse, or a husband?
So let us begin them all. H.
These gloves the Count sent me, they are an excellent perfume.
I cannot sell them, cousin. I am stuffed.
A maid and stuffed.
There'd be goodly catching of goats. Oh my God, my God! How long have you professed apprehension?
Ever since you left it, doth not my wit become you early?
It is not seen often enough. You should wear it but in your cap. In faith, I am ill.
Get you some of this distilled Carduus Benedictus and lay it on your heart. It's the only thing for a qualm.
There, thou prick'st her with a thistle. Benedictus? Why Benedictus? Have you some moral, Miss Benedictus?
Moral? No, by my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think that I think you are in love. Nay, I am not a fool to think what I list, nor to think what I can, nor indeed I cannot think. If I were to think my heart out of thinking that you are in love, or that you can be in love, or that you will be in love, and yet Benedict was such another, and is he become a man? He swore he would never marry, and now, despite his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not, but methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gallop.
Madam, withdraw. The Prince, Claudio, Benedict, Don John, and all the other gallants of the town are come to fetch you to church.
Help to dress me, good Cuz, good Meg, good Ursula.
What would you with me, honest neighbor?
Mary, sir, I have some confidence that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see it is a busy time with me.
Mary, this is it, sir.
Yes, in truth it is, sir. What is it, my good friends?
Good man Burgess, sir. Speaks a little off the matter, an old man, sir, and his wits are not so blunt as, God help I wish they were, or as honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I am as honest as any man living that is an old man, and no honester than I.
Comparisons are onerous, but I press, neighbor Burgess.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
Pleases your worship to say so, but we are the poor Duke's officers, and for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I would have it in my heart to bestow it all on your worship.
All thy tediousness on me, ah?
Yea, and 20,000 pound more, for I hear a good exclamation on him as any man in the city. And though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I. I would fain know what you have to say.
Mary, sir, our watch tonight, expecting your worship's presence, has captured a couple of as errant knaves as any in the casino.
A good old band they will be talking. As they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. God help us, it is a world to see, and God is to be worshipped. But when two men ride a horse, one must ride behind, and an honest soul by my troth has ever broke bread. But all men are not alike. Alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, neighbor, he comes too short of you.
Gifts that God gives.
I must leave you.
One word more, sir. Our watch, sir, has indeed comprehended two auspicious persons. They shall be examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it me. I am now in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be of suffocance.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well.
My lord, they stay for you to give your daughter to her husband.
I'll wait upon them. I'm ready.
Go, good neighbor. Go get Francis Seacole. Bid him bring his pen and inkhorn to the jail. We shall examination these men.
And we must do it wisely.
We will spare no wit, I warrant you. Here's that shall drive some of them to a non-common. Have the learned writer set down the excommunications and meet me at the jail.
only to the plain form of marriage, and you shall recount their particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
To be married to her. Prior, you come to marry her.
Lady, you come to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment as to why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer none.
What men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do, not knowing what they do.
How now? Interjections? Well, let some of them be of laughing, as he.
Stand thee by, friar, father, by your leave. Will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
What have I to give you back? Whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Why, nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonardo. Take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold how, like a maid, she blushes here. Oh, what authority and show of truth can cunning sin cover itself withal? Comes not that blood as modest evidence to witness simple virtue? Would you not swear all that you see her that she were a maid? But she is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married. Not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Dearest my lord, if you, in your own proof, have somehow vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity...
I know what you would say. If I had known her, you would say she did embrace me as a husband and so extenuate the forehand sin. No, Leonardo. I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to his sister showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed ever otherwise to you?
Out on me seeming. I will write against it. You seem to me as Diane in her orb, as chaste as the bud ere it be blown, but you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus. Or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wise?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that I have gone about to link my dear friend with a common stale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
Leonardo, stand I here? Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face heroes? Are our eyes our own?
All of this is so, but what of this, my lord?
Then let me move but one question to your daughter, and by that fatherly and kindly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so, as thou art my child.
God defend me, how am I beset? What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who can blot that name with any jest or reproach?
Marry that can hero. Hero's name can blot out hero's virtue. What man talked with you yesternight betwixt well and wine? Now if you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then you are no maiden? Leonardo, I am sorry you must hear, but upon my honor, myself and my brother in this grieved count did hear her, see her at that hour talk. boast like a liberal villain confess to the vile encounters they've had 1,000 times in secret.
They're not to be named, my lord. Not to be spoke of. That's not chastity enough in language to utter them without offense. Therefore, pretty lady, I'm sorry for how much misgovernment.
O hero, what a hero hadst thou been if half thy outward graces laid upon thy thoughts and counsels of thy heart. For thee I'll lock up the gates of love, and on my eyelids shall conjecture hang, to turn all thoughts of beauty into thoughts of harm, and never shall it be more gracious.
Hath no man's dagger here a point for me?
Why, how now, hero? Wherefore sink you down?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to lighten, smother her spirits up.
I got the lady. Dead, I think. Uncle, help! My hero. Uncle! Friar, Signor Benedict!
Oh, fate! Take not away thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for.
But how now, cousin hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Therefore teach it not.
Wherefore? Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero. Do not open thine eyes. For did I think thou wouldst not quickly die? Thought I thy spirits were stronger than thy shames? Myself would on the rearward of reproaches strike at thy life. Grieved I had but one. Chid I for that and frugal nature's frame? Oh, one too much by thee. Why had I one? Why ever was thou lovely in my eyes? Why had I not, with charitable hand, took up a beggar's issue at my gates, who smirches thus and mired with infamy? I might have said, no part of it is mine. This shame derives itself from unknown loins. But mine, and mine I loved, and mine I praised, and mine I was proud on. Mine so much that I myself was to myself not mine, valuing of her. Why, she is fallen into a pit of ink, that the wide sea hath drops too few to wash her clean again, and salt too little, which may season give to her foul, tainted flesh.
Sir, be patient. As for my part, I'm so tired in wonder, I know not what to say.
On my soul, my cousin is the lie.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. Although, until last night, I have this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Confirmed! Oh, that is stronger made which was before barred up with ribs of iron. Would the two princes lie and Claudio lie, who loved her so that, speaking of her foulness, washed it with tears? Hence from her! Let her die!
Hear me a little, for I have only been silent so long and given way to discourse of fortune. By noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start in the face, 1,000 innocent shames in angel whiteness beat away those blushes, and there hath the bitter fire in her eye to burn away the errors these princes hold against her maiden truth. Call me a fool, trust not my reading nor my observation, trust not my reverence, my age, calling nor divinity, if this sweet lady lie not guiltless here under some biting error.
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that all the grace that she hath left is that she will not add to her damnation a sin of perjury. She not denies it. Why seekest thou then to cover with excuse that which appears in proper nakedness?
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me I know not. I know more of any man alive than that which made modesty doth warrant, let all my sins lack mercy. Oh, will my father prove you that any man with me conversed at hours unmeet, or that I yesternight maintained the change of words with any creature? Refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There's some strange misprision in the princes.
Two of them have the very bent of honor, and if their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the bastard, whose spirits toil in frame of villainies.
I know not. If they speak but truth of her, these hands shall tear her. If they but wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall well hear of it. Time hath not yet so dried this blood of mine, nor age so eat up my invention, nor fortune made such havoc of my means, nor my bad life reft me so much of friends. But they shall find, awaked in such a kind, both strength of limb and policy of mind, ability in means and choice of friends to quit me of them thoroughly.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the princess, left for dead. Let her secretly be kept in and publish that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument hang mournful epitaphs, and do all rites that appertain unto a burial.
What shall become of this? What will this do?
Marry this well-carried child on her behalf, change slander to remorse. That is some good, but not for that dream on this strange course, but on this travail look for greater birth. She, dying as it must be so maintained, upon the instant she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. For it so falls out that what we have, we prize not to the worth whiles we enjoy it, but being left and lost, why then we reap the value, then we find the virtue possession will not show us whilst it was ours. So will it fare with Claudio? When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit, more moving, delicate, and full of life, into the eye and prospect of her soul than when she lived indeed. Then shall he mourn, if ever love had interest in his liver, and wish he had not so accused her. Although he thought his accusation true, let this be so, and doubt not but success will fashion thee invention, that I can lay it down in likelihood. But if all aim at this be leveled false, the supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her enemy. And if it sort not well, he may conceal her, as best befits her wounded reputation in some reclusive and religious life out of our eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Signor Leonardo, let the friar advise you of this, and though you know my inwardness and love is very much unto the prince and Claudio, yet by mine honor I will deal in this as secretly and justly as your soul should with your body.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may leave me.
'Tis well consented. Presently away, for to strange sores strangely they strain the cure. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason to. I do it freely.
By my faith, I do believe your good cousin is wronged.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's place, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
As strange the thing I know not. For it were as possible for me to say that I love nothing so much as I do love you. But believe me not, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear to it that thou lovest me and make him eat it that says I love not you.
The your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it. By my faith, I love thee.
Well then, God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was just about to protest that I love you.
Oh, come, do so with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to none. Farewell.
Tarry, Beatrice!
I am gone though I am here. There is no love in you. Pray you let me go.
Beatrice!
In faith I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare find it easier to be my friend than to fight with my enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is it not the height of a villain that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? That I were a man. What? Bear her in hand until they come to take hand, and then with public humiliation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor? God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Nay, but Beatrice.
What? Talk with a man out a window? A proper saying.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Sweet hero. She is wrong. She is slandered. She is undone.
Beatrice,
Princes and counties. Surely a princely testimony. A goodly count confect, a sweet gallant. God, that I were a man for his sake. That I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesy, valor into compliment, and men are just turned into tongues, and trim ones too. He is now only as valiant as Hercules that just tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing. Therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
Tarry, good Beatrice, by this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul the Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
As much as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so I leave you. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. And as you hear of me, so think of me. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. And so, farewell.
Is our whole assembly here?
A cushion for the sexton.
What's the good of malefactors?
Mary, that is I and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We've the exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders that are being examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Pray let them come before me.
What is your name, friend?
Baraccio.
Pray! Write down Baraccio. Yours, Sirrah?
I'm a gentleman, sir, and my name is Conrad.
Pray! Write down Master, Gentleman Conrad. Masters, do you serve God?
Yea, sir.
We hope.
Pray! Write down, they hope they serve God and put God first, as God defends, and should go before such villains. Men, it is thought so shortly that you are a little better than false knaves. How answer you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous witty fellow, I assure you. But I will go about with him. Come hither, sir. A word in your ear. I say you are a false knave.
Sir, I say to you, we are none.
Yea, marry, for they are both entailed. Have you writ down they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must bring forth the watch that are their accusers.
Yeah, that is the effest way. Pray let the watch come forth. I charge you in the prince's name. Accuse these men.
This man said that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Pray! Write down Prince John a villain. Flat perjury to call a prince's brother a villain.
Master Constable.
Pray thee, fellow peace. I do not like thy look on my face.
What heard you him say yes, fellow?
Marry, sir, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John's for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
Yea, by mass. That
Yes,
is it.
fellow.
And that Count Claudio did mean upon his word to disgrace Hero before the entire assembly and did not marry her.
Oh, villain! Thou will be condemned into everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
And this is more, master, than you can deny. Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away, and Hero, in his very manner accused, in his very manner refused, upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonardo's. I will go before us to show him their examination.
Come, let them be opinioned.
Let them be in the hands.
Oh, coxcomb. God's life! Where's the sexton? To write down the prince's officer, coxcomb. Come, bind them, thou naughty varlet.
Away! You are an ass! You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But masters, remember that I am an ass. Though it be not written down, yet not forget that I am an ass. Know thou, villain, thou art full of piety. I shall provide upon thee a good witness. I am a wise fellow, and which is more an officer, and which is more a householder, and which is more piece of flesh as pretty as any I've seen. And one who knows the law, go to, and a fellow who's rich enough, go to, and a fellow who has had losses, and hath 2 gowns, and everything handsome about him. Oh, bring him away, that I have been writ down an ass.
go on thus, you will kill yourself, and 'tis not wisdom thus to a second grief against yourself.
I pray thee cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless as water in a sieve. Nor let no comforter delight mine ear, but such a one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a father that so loved his child, whose joy of her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. Measure his woe, the length and breadth of mine, and let it answer every strain for strain, as thus for thus, and such a grief for such, in every lineament, branch, shape, and form. If such a one will smile and stroke his beard, and patch grief with proverbs, then I of him will gather patience. But there is no such man. For, sister, men can counsel and speak comfort to grief that they themselves not feel, but tasting it, their counsel turns to passion. No, 'tis all men's office to speak patience to those that wring under the load of sorrow, but no man's virtue nor sufficiency to be so moral when he shall endure the like himself. Therefore give me no counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisement.
Therein do men and children nothing differ.
I pray thee, peace. I will be flesh and blood, for there was never yet philosopher that could endure the toothache patiently.
Yet bid not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There thou speakest reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me hero is belied, and that shall Claudio know. So shall the prince and all of them that thus dishonor her.
Here come the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good evening, good evening.
Good day, both of you.
Hear you, my lords.
We have some haste, Leonardo.
Some haste, my lord. Well, then fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, old man.
If he could ride himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou dost wrong me. Thou dissembler, thou. Nay, never lay thy hand upon thy sword. I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew my hand. If it should give your age such cause of fear, and make my hand meant nothing to my sword.
Tush, man, never fleer and jest at me. I speak not like a dotard, nor a fool, as under privilege of age to brag what I have done being young, or what would do were I not old. No, Claudio, to thy head, thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me, that I am forced to lay my reverence by, and with gray hairs and bruise of many days, do challenge thee to a trial of man. I say thou hast belied my daughter. Thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. Oh, in a tomb where never scandal slept, save this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, approve it on his body, if he dare. Despite his nice fence and active practice, his May of youth and bloom of lustihood.
Away! I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so daff me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, boy, thou shalt kill a man.
He shall kill two of us. That's no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me and wear me. Let him answer me. Come, follow me, boy. Come, sir boy, come, follow me. I'll whip you from your point and pit. Nay, Lily, I will.
Sister!
Content yourself. God knows I love my niece and she is dead. Slander to death by villains that dare as well answer a man indeed as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, jacks, braggarts, milk dogs.
Sister Tony!
Won't you content? What, man? I know them, yea, and what they weigh to the utmost scruple. Scambling, outfacing, fashion-monging boys who lie and cog and flout, deprave and slander, go antically show outward hideousness, and speak off half a dozen dangerous words, how they might And this is all.
Sister Tony!
Come, 'tis no matter. Do not you meddle. Let me deal in this.
People of both, we will not wait your patience. Leonardo, I am sorry for your daughter, but upon mine honor, she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lord! My lord!
I will not hear you!
No! Come, sister, away. I will be heard.
We shall, for some of us are smart for it.
See, here is the man we went to seek.
And now, senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, senor. You've almost come to a part of fray.
We'd like to have had our two noses snapped off by two old folks without teeth.
Leonardo and his sister. Well, thank you, sir. Had we fought, I doubt we had been too young for them.
In false quarrels, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We've been up and down to seek thee, for we are high-proof melancholy, and fain have it beaten out. Will thou use thy wit?
It is in my scabbard. Shall I draw it?
Dost thou with thy wit by thy side?
Never any did so, though very many have been beside their wit.
As I'm an honest man. He looks pale. Are thou sick or angry?
What courage, man! Thou hast mettle enough to kill care.
Sir, I will meet your wit in the career, and you charge against me. I pray you choose another subject.
Nay. Then give him another staff. This last was broke cross.
By this life he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so that I may have good cheer.
Sir, your wit ambles well. It goes easily.
I will tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. I said, thou hast a fine wit. Right, said she, a fine little one. Nay, said I, a great wit. True, said she, a great gross one. Nay, said I, a good wit. True, said she, it hurts nobody. Nay, said I, he hath the tongues. That I believe, said she, for he swore a thing on me Monday night, which he forswore on Tuesday morning. There's a double tongue, there's two tongues. Yet an hour together did she transshape thy particular virtues. At last she did conclude with the sigh that thou was ever the properest man in Italy.
For the which she wept heartily, and said she cared not.
Yea, she would love him dearly if she did not hate him deadly. The old man's daughter told us all.
All, and moreover, God saw him when he was hid in the garden.
Yes, but when shall we set the savage bull's horns on the sensible Benedict's head?
Hey, and text underneath, here dwells Benedict, the merry man.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. I will leave you to your gossip-like humor. You break just as braggarts do their blades, which, God be thanked, hurt not. As for my part, my lord, I must thank you for your many courtesies. I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, is fled from Messina, and you among you have killed a sweet and innocent lady. As for my lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
The most profound earnest, and I'll warrant you for the love of Beatrice.
and have challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
Oh, what a pretty thing it is when man goes off in his doublet and hose leaves off his wits.
He is then a giant to an A.
But, Sophia, let me be. Pluck up my heart. Did he not say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir. If justice cannot tame you, she shall never weigh more reason in her balance. And you be a cursing hypocrite once, you must be looked to.
How now? Two of my men bound, Baraccio what?
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what have these men done?
Marry, sir. They have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondly, they are slandered. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee why they are committed. Sixth, and lastly, what's the offense? And to conclude, what you lay to the charge?
Before God, in faith and by my troth, there's one meaning well suited.
Masters, who have you offended that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What have you done?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to my answer. Do you hear me, and let this count kill me? I deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light, who in the night overheard me confess to this man how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the lady hero, how you were brought into the orchard and saw me court Margaret in Hero's gardens, how you disgraced her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, which I would rather seal with my death than repeat over to my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusation, and briefly, I desire nothing more than the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech I am through your blood.
I have drunk poison whilst he uttered it.
But did my brother set thee unto this?
Yea, he paid me richly for the practice of it.
Oh, he is composed, framed of treachery. Fled he is upon this villainy.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Come, bring away this plaintiff. By this time our sexton hath informed Signor Leonardo of the matter. And do not forget to specify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Here comes Master Signor Leonardo. And the sexton too.
Which is the villain? Which of these is he?
Should you know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hath killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
Nay, villain, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled, that had a hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done, if you bethink you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose to me what penance your invention can lay upon my sin, yet sinned I not, but in mistaking.
Said no right. I would bend under any way that he'll enjoy me to satisfy this good old man.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both possess the people in Messina here how innocent she died, And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning, come you to my house. And since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My sister hath a daughter, almost the exact copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin. And so dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your overkindness doth wring tears from me. I accept your offer and dispose henceforth of poor Claudio.
Tomorrow then, I'll expect your coming. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was packed in all of this wrong hired to it by your brother.
No, by my soul she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke with me, yet always hath been just and virtuous in anything that I do know by her.
Moreover, sir, which indeed is not under white and black, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me an ass, and let that be remembered in his punishment. And also the watch heard them speak of one deformed. They say he wears a key in his ear and a lock hanging by it, and borrows money in God's name, which he so long to have never returned that men now grow hard-hearted and live no more. Pray you examine him upon that point.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
I thank thy for you speak like a most thankful and reverend youth. I praise God for you.
There's for thy pains.
God save the foundation!
Go! I discharge thee of thy prisoner, and I thank thee.
I leave an errant knave at your worship, which I beseech your worship for the correction of yourself and the example of others. God wish your worship well, and God restore you to health. I humbly give thee leave to depart. And if a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibit it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow morning, my lords, fare you well.
Farewell, my lords. We look for you tomorrow.
My fair.
Tonight, I'll mourn with Hero.
Bring you these fellows on. We'll talk with Margaret, how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
Sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well in my hand by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a praise, Margaret, that no man living shall come over it, for in most comely truth thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me? Why, shall I always keep below the stairs?
Thy wit is as quick as the greyhound's mouth. It catches.
And yours as blunt as the fencer's foils, which hit but hurt not.
A most manly wit, Margaret. It would not hurt a lady. And now I pray thee, fetch Beatrice. I give thee the bucklers.
Give us swords. We have bucklers of our own.
If you will use them, Margaret, you must put in the pikes with the vice, and those are dangerous weapons for a maid.
Well, I will fetch Beatrice to thee, who I think hath legs.
And so shall come. The Mary, I cannot say it in rhyme. I've tried. I can find no rhyme for lady, but baby. An innocent rhyme for a scorn, horn. A hard rhyme for school, fool. A babbling rhyme. Very ominous endings. Nay, I was not born under a rhyming planet. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Ah, that is spoken very well.
What?
Yet, ere I go, let me go with which I came, which is, knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words. And thereupon I shall kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
You have scared the word out of his right wit. So forcible is thy wit. But I tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and I must either shortly hear of him or subscribe him a coward. And now I pray thee, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintain so politic a state of evil that they will not permit any good part to intermingle with them. But, for which of my good part did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love? Yes, a good epithet. I do indeed suffer love, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I can never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably.
It appears not in this confession. There is not one wise man among 20 that would praise himself.
An old instance, Beatrice, in the time of good neighbors. If a man does not in this age erect his own tomb ere he dies, he'll live no longer in monument than the bell tolls and the widow weeps.
And how long is that, think you?
Question. Why, an hour in clamor and a quarter in room. Therefore is it most expedient for the wise, if Dom Worm, his conscience, can find no impediment to the contrary, to be the trumpet of his own virtues, as I am to myself. So much so for praising myself, who I myself may bear witness is praiseworthy. And now I ask thee, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and mend. And thereto I must leave you, for here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's on coil at home. It is proof that our lady here has been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of all, who is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Senor, will you come to hear this news?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
Is this the monument of Leonardo?
Yes, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death in guerdon of her wrongs gives her fame which never dies. And so the life that died with shame arms and death with glorious fame. Lie thy there upon thy tomb, praising her when I am done. Now, music sounded, sing your solemn hymn.
Pardon, goddess of the night, those that slew thy virgin night, for the witch songs of woe, round about her tomb they go. Midnight assist our moans, help us to sigh and groan. Heavily, heavily, graves yawn and yield your dead, till death be uttered. Heavily, heavily.
Now unto thy bones, good night. Dearly, will I do this right?
Come, let us hence put on some other weeds, and then to Leonardo's where we go.
And Hymen now, with luckier issue speed than this, for him rendered up this woe.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the prince and Claudia, who accused her upon the error you heard debated. But Margaret was in some fault for this, although against her will, as it appears in the true course of all the question.
Well, I'm glad all things sort so well.
As am I, being else by fates and enforced to bring young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdrawn to a chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come hither masked. Prince and Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. You know your office, sister. You must be mother to your brother's daughter, and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, senor?
To bind me or undo me. One of them. Signor Leonardo, truth it is, good senor, your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
That I, my daughter, lent her. It is most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof I think you had from me, the prince and Claudio. But what is your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is that your goodwill may stand with ours on this day to be conjoined in holy matrimony. For the which, friar, I will desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And in my help. Here comes the Prince and Claudia.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry with my sister's daughter?
It'll hold my mind.
Sister, call them forth. Here's the friar ready.
Why now, Benedict, that you have such a February face, so full of frost, storm, cloudiness.
I think he thinks upon the savage bull. Tush, fear fear not, man. We'll tip thy horns with gold, and all Europa shall rejoice at thee. As once Europa did at lusty Jove, and this for whom rendered the noble beast in love.
Bold Jove, sir, had an amiable blow, and some such strange bull leapt your father's cow, and got a calf in that same noble feat. Much like to you, for you have just his bleat.
For this, I thank you. Now, here comes other reckonings. Now, which is the lady that I must seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you her.
Why then, she's mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No, that you shall not, until you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero.
Nothing certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live. And as surely as I live, I am a maid.
Another hero. Hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
This amazement can I qualify. And after that, the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely a fair hero's death. Meantime, let wonder seem familiar, and let us to the chapel presently.
Soft and fair, friar. Which of these is Beatrice?
I answer to that name.
What is your will? Do not you love me?
No. No more than reason.
Then the prince and Claudio and your uncle are mistaken. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
No more than reason.
Then my cousin, Margaret, and Ursula are greatly deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter, then you do not love me.
No, no more but in friendly recompense.
I am sure you love the gentleman.
I am sure of it that he loves her. For here's a piece of paper written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
Here's another. Written in my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. But by this light, I take thee for pity.
I would not deny thee, but by this day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in consumption.
Oh, peace, I will stop your mouth.
Well, how dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
I'll tell thee what, Prince. A college of wit crackers could not flout me out of my humor. Dost thou think I care for a satire or an epigram? No. If a man be beaten by words, he shall win nothing handsome about him. And since I do intend to marry, I shall think nothing to the word that the world can say against it, and therefore never flout me for anything I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. As for thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee, but since thou art like to be my kinsman, live unbruised and love my cousin.
I was hoping thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, so that I may have cudgeled thee out of thy single life to make thee a double dealer. As out of the question as it may be, if my cousin do not look exceedingly narrow to thee.
Oh, come,
to lighten our own hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife. There is no staff more reverend than one tipped with horn.
My lord, your brother John has taken flight and brought back armament to Messina.
Think not of him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers.